Hi everyone, it's Blue Lucy, and I am here with a mid-March reading for water signs. And those are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So if your sun, rising, or moon sign is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this reading is for you. So take things as they resonate, as usual, and leave the rest. So I do want to start out by saying that I intended for this to be at the beginning of March, but I had some trouble getting started, and I feel like with what came out in the reading, that's entirely appropriate because my moon and rising signs are water signs. So this applies to me too. So what we're left with now is mid-March into April reading for water signs. So I did pick some cards at the start of March, which I've saved because I feel like they're still relevant. So what I'm going to do is read those for you, and then I'm going to pick some more cards to update the energy. And stay tuned because at the end, I'm going to break it down into individual water signs. So we'll give the general reading for water signs, and then at the end, I'll go Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So stay tuned for that. So let's get started. So the first two cards I picked were sensitivity. We have white Tara here. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. And next to it is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So what this means is that you are having trouble getting started with something or some things. This is a procrastination energy, and because it's next to sensitivity, I feel like the trouble getting started has to do with feeling overwhelmed, feeling overly sensitive, just being like hyper tuned in but sensitive because of everything going on around you. So because of this, that might have led you to put the brakes on and just kind of come to a halt, right? That's what I was doing with this reading for the last 2 weeks now. So not feeling really grounded because you're so overwhelmed and bombarded with things. So you might have found that in the last couple weeks, you've had to really take a step back. You've had to spend more time alone, maybe doing things that regenerate you. So a lot of people like to take walks in nature or just chill out at home, maybe read, hang out with your pets, binge watch a show on, Netflix or Hulu or something. These are all things that I've done. So just to kind of like come back to yourself. So now I feel that since we've passed the midway point in March, and maybe you've been feeling similar energies here with things in your life. And now that we've passed the midpoint in March, things, 3:33, that's timestamp. Things are starting to pick up. So maybe you're feeling that too, like spring is on its way. And something I always feel in the spring is just like, oh, coming back to life again. So maybe you've come back to yourself and you've had to withdraw a little bit. And so now you're feeling a little bit better at this point in the game. So I'm going to put that there. Next. Next, we have two kings. So there's a lot of doubles in this energy, in this reading here. We have a lot of doubles. So here we have two kings. We have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like in your life right now, in the last couple weeks, there's been two major areas of your life that are taking up most of your mind, most of your energy, most of your thoughts, most of your actions, and most of your priorities and efforts. So King of Cups here. So this is your emotional life, and the King of Pentacles is more of your work life, your career, your stability. And I feel like this is true because I'm using a couple decks here. One is my Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and the other is my Angel deck. So right after I picked these two cards, I used my Angel deck, and I picked relationship harmony and career transition. So these are mirroring, look at that, King of Cups and relationship harmony, and then King of Pentacles and career transition. So these are the themes that have been going on in your life for the past couple weeks, maybe even a little bit longer. And maybe some of the sensitivity you felt is because there's so much happening and you're like, whoa, and you're having a hard time doing things. So what I see here is, now that we've passed the midpoint of March, I feel like you're going to be able to take more action. And I also feel like people are going to take more action on their end also. So next to that, we have 2 6s. So 6 is a number of balance and harmony, and 2 6s together, is like a double dose. So the symbol that came to mind is the 6-pointed star. I just wanted to show that to you because that kept coming up in my mind. And what we have here is the perfect balance. It's like the perfect balance of energies. So I feel like now, again, things are starting to move a little bit, and where they weren't moving before. So 6 of Wands is victory after struggle. So you've had some things you've needed to overcome, and it's, you know, you've put up kind of a fight, which is like maybe why you've been so sensitive, because you've just been giving so much of your energy to your emotional life and your work life, career, stability, money, that kind of stuff. So we have 6 of Wands, victory after struggle, and also the 6 of Swords, which sees you moving from choppy waters into calmer waters. So this is moving towards a place that's calmer and kind of like taking what you've learned with you and moving forward. So there's a lot of healing happening here. We see her kind of covered in a shawl, and she's got her little one with her. So she's, how do I want to say that? She, kind of like how you might, you know, if you're tired and you like curl up in a ball wrapped up in a blanket and you just recharge. So that's kind of what's happening here. So you're on a healing journey, and you're moving forward after having to work so hard. And the angel card with that is overcoming difficulties. So this is, again, a triumvirate. So like the 6-pointed star has, you know, the triangle, 2 triangles put together. And here we have a triangle of moving on after a hard time. So you're starting to overcome things that have really weighed you down, and that's really great. So I just want to start here, and I do want to point out also, like, this could be a timestamp, because 2 6s here could indicate that there's something happening, perhaps something that kind of started before March or when March started coming in. So this could be 6 weeks, or like 6 times 2, which is 12. So this could be anywhere between 6 to 12 weeks. And what that brings us into May, which is really cool because I'm also using my tea leaf deck here. And May came up with the wishbone. So a wish is granted in May. So whatever journey we see you recovering from here, whatever course of action has been underway for the last couple weeks now, and these difficulties that you're overcoming, I feel like that come May time, things are going to start to wrap up and you're going to receive a wish is granted. And I want to, I shuffled the decks before I started this video too. And at the bottom of the tea leaf deck is the needle and the thread, which says a sincere wish will be granted. So I feel like this confirms this good news that you have coming in May. And this is something that you've like worked for, you've made an effort for, you've put a lot of your energy into it. And ooh, I just got goosebumps. So in May, so hang in there a little bit longer, because in May you there's strong confirmation that something that you've worked for, some wish that you've made is gonna come true for you. And we can ask more about that later. At the bottom of my Rider-Waite deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So I really feel like whatever's happening here is like kind of fated. And it's also a cycle coming to completion. So it's like the fates, right? So it's meant to happen. This is something that's meant to happen. And at the bottom of the angel deck, and I was shuffling and a couple times this card popped up, expect a miracle, Mother Mary. So this is really good. There's something exciting coming. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So something that you can do in the meantime is to just like live your life, right? Have faith that whatever you've been working really hard on here, whatever your efforts have been going toward, is especially with the Wheel of Fortune here, like it's like something of a higher power is working behind the scenes for you. So you're not going to have to work as hard anymore. You've already put in the work, and it's like, okay, it's like this is when you put in the work and now you let go, right? Now you just let it go. And like it's like when you plant a seed in the dirt, of course you have to water it and the sun hits it, but like you do what you can do, right? All you can do is plant the seed and water it and let it like have the light, and nature will do the rest. So this is kind of like the feeling I have, like you've already done what you can do, and now it's just a matter of time before this this wish starts to happen. And it's going to take a little more time. Like I said, I feel like closer to May is when you can expect to see this. But Wheel of Fortune and expecting a miracle, I don't know how much better you can get than that. So I'm gonna just, since now it's been a couple weeks since I first pulled these cards, I'm gonna pull some more and just kind of get a sense of where we're at right now. And that came out, oh, we have the 5 of Cups. So, okay, so things are still a little tough, right? We see that there's disappointment over something that's kind of like fallen apart. However, it's not completely lost. So this person's really focused. So you might be really focused on what you've lost, which is in front of you. And you're so focused on it. And this could be reversed Page of Pentacles energy too, kind of like not feeling grounded. Oh my goodness. But there's something that you're not seeing, right? There's something behind you that is still set up for you. So I'm going to put that here, and I'm not going to take all these cards. This is a mess. But there is, let me see. The Moon. Okay. So these 2 cups behind you with the Moon here says this is something that is not in your periphery of vision. Okay, this could be some hidden information that hasn't come to light yet, or that you haven't been able to see, that you're missing because you're just focused somewhere else. So there's some more stuff that could still come to light. So I feel like I want to say, try to detach from, it's weird to say this, like detach from your wish a little bit, detach what you've been working so hard for, because sometimes when we hold on to something so tightly, it kind of does something to the energy, right? Like there's not as much freedom to move or for things to like move as they need to. And I feel like this is something that's maybe happening in your mind, like you're just ruminating over something so much, or it's just been so much in your energy that it's just all you can see right now. These three here, right here. But there's something else, right? So I feel the urge to say kind of detach, kind of relax, try to relax if you can. And I know relaxing is a practice, because there's still some more stuff that needs to come out. And whatever this information is, it's going to kind of like, once it comes to light, there's going to be like a metaphorical doorway for you to walk through. Like it'll give you you'll have the information to walk through this doorway into this beautiful energy that you have coming up in front of you. And really a good way to do that is just kind of relax into it. Kind of like, I'm seeing the image of, if you've ever gone to like one of those water parks with those rivers that you can just float around in the inner tubes with. Where I'm from, we have a water park and it's called the Lazy River. And so I'm getting that image, just kind of like going with the flow, just kind of relaxing and letting the current take you. The card that flew out here is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like there, again, this energy kind of in the Five of Cups here, you're kind of, I feel like maybe there's something you're holding. Again, I said earlier, you're holding on too tight. So this is like, I feel like with this energy, you're holding on. It's like you have enough, but there's something about your situation that you're clutching a little tightly, because it's like you're afraid to lose something, but you're not going to, right? So these together, I'm gonna put this, no, it goes this way, yeah. You're clutching, you're like, I keep feeling like the mind is just like swimming around this thing so much that it's preventing forward motion. So again, just kind of relaxing and going with the flow a little bit, because there's something here that wants to come in. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is maybe a career offer. So we have a career transition card here too. So King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, right? So you have an offer in your future that's going to bring you more stability, and it's going to, you know, you're going to find yourself doing something a little different than what you've already been doing. So yeah, relaxing into that, because when you relax, then you'll be able to see this, right? You won't miss it, right? And maybe this is something that maybe this is what's coming up in May here. This answered wish. Let's see if there's anything that wants to come out. Anything about the relationship. Let me okay, so earlier I mentioned with the moon, this hidden information that will let you walk through a doorway. So we have the two towers here with the moon, and then we have another like doorway symbol here with these wands. So it's like there's the world in front of you. Like there's gonna be, and two is a balance. So this is, I'm hearing the world is your oyster card, and you're going to be able to use the skills and talents that have brought you to this point. So wherever, I still feel like this is career. This is career. For some of you, it might be love, but it's like maybe some of you have been laid off recently, or maybe you're kind of in transition, or maybe you just want to change jobs. But I feel like you have a certain skill set, that whatever this offer coming in, right, it's going to build on what you already have. And it's going to, like, so we have the pentacle here, and I feel like this is that pentacle. It's like the world, and you're going to be able to step into this new career option. Yeah. And again, so Nine of Swords. So I mentioned in the beginning, like, feeling this mental activity. So there's a lot of anxiety right now. Maybe it is like that you were let go from a job, or laid off, or some kind of change has happened, and you're really worried about what's coming next. But I feel like Spirit's saying it's hard to relax when, like, your security, like, because we need money, we need to pay our bills, we need to, you know, pay our rent and stuff like that. So try as much with all this stress and anxiety and worry that's keeping you up at night. Maybe try to just, you know, I feel I'm hearing that when you can relax and when you can be in a more receptive state, you'll be able to see the way to go. So I'm just going to say that. And now I would like to see what's going on with the relationship here. What is going on with water sign relationship? Relationship harmony. You know, there were a lot of sixes. Queen of Cups. Wow, Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. This is the match. This is a match. I feel like for a lot of you, this is, some of you have been in a relationship already for a while now with a significant other, and it's you're well matched, right? You're like a perfect match here. So this is real, like, emotional stability here. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to be taking the next step in that relationship. You know, some of the shorter readings I've done in the last few days have Two of Cups. Oh, you guys, this is a commitment. So yeah, like I just said, you guys, some of you are going to be getting engaged, or maybe moving in together, or, you know, getting married because you already got engaged. This is a commitment. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional even too, just saying that. Like, I feel like I want to cry. So I feel like if you've been having some issues in your relationship, there's going to be, with these two sixes over here, the Six of Wands and Six of Swords, things are going to come into more balance, right? Or maybe they've started to already. And in the near future, you know, maybe this is another thing that's going to happen in May. Or around May, maybe you want to propose, or maybe someone's going to propose to you. I just feel like that's what it is. Of course, it's not going to be for everybody. Like, some of you might just have, maybe you're seeing someone and decide to become committed. But whatever it is, like, you have been in the last few weeks, and maybe going forward a little bit, you might feel like, you know, you're just taking your time a little bit. So you're thinking about things with the Hanged Man here. I was saying earlier, go do what you can to relax, right? Because when you're able to loosen your grip on the things that have been weighing you down, you're going to realize something. Like, see, his head's lit up right here. So he's having a realization, and that comes with, like, a sense of letting go, because when we hold on too tight, well, if you've ever held on really tight to, like, a rope or, like, anything, it's just like, you know, the blood flow to your fingers can it's just like there's not enough things to supply you, right? So when you can let go a little bit, you'll be able to get that sense of inspiration or enlightenment, right? You're going to realize what you need to realize. Ace of Wands. Oh my God. All these new beginnings in love. A lot of threes and a lot of sixes. This is a lot of creative energy. This is a lot of balanced and beautiful and loving energy that you have going on here. This is really great. I'm going to break this down now into individual signs. So let's do Pisces first because we're in Pisces season. And I'm going to switch to my Bunny Tarot deck because I want to work with a complete deck, and we've already picked a lot of these. So let me just see Pisces. What is up for Pisces mid-March into April and May? Pisces. Oh gosh, I'm just so excited about this. Look at all these. This is love, you guys. This is love. So for all water signs, you know, you have some promising energy in love and career. So Pisces, what is coming in for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? This card flipped over. Both of these cards. Oh, and the Hanged Man just flashed. So again, confirmation. Take a time out to really reflect and yeah, because you've had some things you've been thinking about. There's some options here. Pisces, options and Page of Swords. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Page of Swords. So, and since the Hangman flashed, here he is. There he is. Since the Hangman flashed, I feel like you have been kind of in suspension because there's been some options that you've been contemplating on. And then suddenly the sort of truth comes out, or illumination. So maybe this is a sign to meditate and just like, again, peace out your mind here. Like, peace out. Become still so that you can hear that inner voice inside of you, because these options you've had around here, do that and you'll get clarity about them. So this is clarity about something that was previously unclear, Pisces. So what else does Pisces need to know? Pisces, Four of Cups. This is kind of reminding me of the Five of Cups. So this is what comes before the Five of Cups. And this is kind of, again, like options. You're kind of like, yeah, this is in front of me, but I don't know. That's kind of like how it is. And this little guy back here is like, hey, hey, hey. But like with the Five of Cups here, it's just like there's been so much mental activity or so many other things that you haven't been able to see something. So this is why I keep saying, take a time, you know, take some time to be reflective, because then when you can do that, when you can quiet your mind, you'll get clarity about something. Because I feel like I want to say this is work related, but you'll be able to see clearly about where you want and need to go. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Queen of Swords. Again, I feel like you'll be able to see through some bullshit, because I feel like maybe there's been some bullshit. There's just been some stuff, or maybe something's burned you, right? So something burned you. You're kind of like, fool me once. You know that saying, like, fool me once, shame on me, but fool me twice, or something like that, you know? So I feel like something's happened and you're not gonna fall for it again. And Page of Swords, you'll get clear about that. God, these cards are just falling everywhere. Pisces, there's you're going through a transformation right now, so something has it's like something is leaving your life, or like there was a card earlier, like the World. Yeah, here it is. Wheel of Fortune. I'm sorry. It's like you're going through, you've had this experience that has involved some struggle and hardship and some tough feelings, right? But this is, it's like you've had to go through this so you could reach a point, kind of like I'm hearing like the point of no return, right? So it's like something that you needed to, I don't want to say master, but master maybe, so that you can go into the next phase, right? So we have that there. And whatever, I just want to say whatever is being left behind pales in comparison to what's ahead of you, because what's ahead of you is a miracle and a wish come true. So just like have some faith. Have some faith. Nine of Swords again. Wow, see? Nine of Swords again. Whatever's been keeping you up at night. And the Chariot. You're starting to move on from whatever it is that's been holding you back. That's what I'm feeling. And just a few tea leaf cards for Pisces here. How about, what does Pisces need to know for Pisces? Some specifics. We have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So, yeah, with that King and Queen of Cups and Two of Cups, this could... Diamond engagement ring, so maybe either maybe you are getting engaged, or you're gonna propose, or something else that is just as precious as that and big and monumental, you're going to is in your sphere of existence right now. July. So July is coming up. An apple. Temptation will test you. I want to get some clarity on that, please. Clarity on this temptation. This card flipped over. Ah. Someone's behaving stupidly. That said peace and harmony. I just want to... Dissatisfaction with life. The cracked cup. I feel like this ties back to the 4 and 5 of Cups, where there's something unclear, like the moon here. Something is unclear. And maybe I feel like the muddledness and the lack of clarity, if you get too mixed up in that, that could cause you or someone around, or maybe this applies to someone around you or some kind of energy around you that you're dealing with. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. And I don't feel like this applies to this divine marriage type energy we have going on. I feel like this is in another area. Correct cup. Dissatisfaction with life. Don't let your dissatisfaction, or what is the word I'm looking for? Like when you're, crap, what is that word? cynical, that's the word, okay? Like your cynicism or someone's cynicism around you. You know, I don't know what this is. Involvement with the law, money, property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. I feel like this might be something in, and again, take these things as they resonate and not if they don't, but the fact that law came out with money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall makes me feel like, ooh, we did just pick the death card. It's possible that someone in your family has passed on and there is an inheritance, and of course there's always legalities that come around wills and dealings with estates. I just recently, well, anyway, I don't need to bring myself into this, but yeah, so that will be true for some people, something leaving your life and an inheritance. Moon again at the bottom of the deck, changes in your life. Okay, so there's some big things happening here, Pisces. There's also celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So there's like something at the end of the tunnel after this that we're going to see as we approach May that is going to let you feel a little bit lighter. So things are going to lighten up. So try to do what you can to contribute to that lightness of being. Queen of Swords came up again. Yes, something has burned you. Something like this is someone who's been like scorned. And because of that can like see through shit. So it's kind of like you have your guard up, which is, I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think for the current timing in this week, just so you don't like get taken advantage of or something. So I'm going to ask for some blessings. So like, what is working in your favor, Pisces? What is working in Pisces? Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to take the ones I saw first. So the arts. So things that are working in your favor or things that you can do to promote things working in your favor, the arts. So for a lot of us, I feel like a lot of people who watch this are creative people. They are artists. They're into theater. They're into music. They're into dance. They're into writing. So those, creative arts, doing that can help bring a playful energy to you. And that's exactly what you need to kind of get yourself out of this mental stuck place. So play, right? Do something creative, even if, it doesn't have to be good necessarily. Like, not every painting has to be a masterpiece, but as long as it, and some things, like if you just play and create things, then, you'll look at what you made and you're like, oh, I see this now, or I see this thing that I couldn't see before because I'm looking at my painting, and oh, now like what I did this week makes sense, or or something like that. So we have Bast. This says independence, but I really am getting strength energy with this. So stay strong. Even like physically, if you like to work out. So the arts, strength, and like courage also. Inner wisdom. This is kind of like the Hangman. So tuning into yourself, because inside you have the map and compassion. So just treat yourself, and bodies of water. So make sure you're hydrated, but also spend, especially being a water sign, spending time near bodies of water can recharge your batteries. I know I live next to a lake, and when I go walk by the lake, there's rarely a time when I don't feel better. So do that, and broom. So like immediately what comes to mind is spring cleaning, right? And like quite literally when we clean our space, new home, new attitude. So freshen up the energy in your space. It can help, again, also kind of free up whatever stuck energy you're feeling. Okay, and one more card, bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. So Pisces, I'm going to end here because this is a beautiful thing to be looking forward to. So you do have a boon in front of you, and I just want you to relax into it a little bit. You know, do something that can help you relax, like get a massage or go to the gym. Okay. All right, let's move on to Cancer. So I'm going to pick my bunnies back up here. Cancer. What do we need to know for Cancer? What is in Cancer's sphere for March? The Magician, Cancer. This is having what you need at your disposal to create what you want. So this is initiatory energy. Luna Lapin, you have, I said earlier that there's like a higher power at work. And there is. So Cancer, you have someone or something looking out for you. This could be like a guardian angel or someone close to you that has passed on the other side that's kind of got your back. This is also, I feel like, the bunny and the moon are really good partners, right? So this is like, I'm going to bring the moon out here because whatever has been hidden from your view, Cancer, the things that are affecting the situation that you haven't been able to see, with this card, it's like there's a little light in the darkness that's going to start to come out. So if there's been confusion or muddled thinking, or like if you've had this sense that something's a little bit off, or there's something left that you still need to know, I feel like now or soon, it's going to start to become clearer. So this is a good omen on that. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer for the rest of March into April? Page of Wands. Again, there's I'm getting the sense that you've been, okay, if you've been struggling with like an idea or movement in something, like maybe I'm drawn to the fact that he's standing in this, like what looks like to be a desert, right? So it's like this dry patch. If you've been feeling like you're going through a dry patch or something that you can't move through, this Page of Wands here means that there's going to be like a spark. So something is coming in the near future or now that is going to put an end to this dry period that you've been feeling. So something is coming in for you that's going to like ignite your creative spark again. So as with the other, you know, I feel like there's just strong energy all around for water signs to go to a body of water, like really get in touch with your feminine side, your intuitive side. We have the World again. So the World and the Wheel of Fortune. So like this is the end of a cycle again for you. You have a certain level of achievement, like you're graduating, right? So you're graduating from a certain level of your life and you're moving on to the next big thing. And things are going to start moving for you because you got that spark of light. So there's going to be, I'm really getting with the Hierophant here, teaching and learning opportunities. So maybe you're going to teach a class, Cancer. In fact, I know some of you Cancers out there, and you are going to be teaching classes. And this is confirming that. So the Hierophant is like an authority figure. It's you have information to share, right? So and so I feel like we have these little two bunnies in front of this guy. He looks like he's like saying something and they're listening. So yeah, I really feel like Cancers, you have some like educational things coming up, like teaching and learning, but like you're teaching, right? So you're the teacher. 7 of Cups. So this is the options card, but I feel like it applies a little differently in this sense. I'm drawn to the Castle. So there's a castle coming out of 1 cup. And I feel like the castle to me really does speak to like education again and learning. I'm also drawn to the jewels here. So like I feel like there's some value to be obtained in this this school here, right? In the school here. That's what I'm getting out of it. And I'm also drawn to the light around the crown of this little cloaked figure. Enlightenment, right? So I feel like there's something here, like even if you're teaching something, like as we teach things, we also uncover things and learn things ourselves. So I feel like there's like value in this like teaching and learning situation that's going to give you either a realization or you're gonna like come into your own. Yes, come into your own is how I feel. I want to read that card tonight. Cancer, King of Swords. I feel this is true for all the water signs. There's whatever this experience, this struggle that you've gone through, I feel like a lot of us have gotten burned, right? So, but it's been valuable because now you have this discretion that you didn't have before, and you have this like sharper vision that you can see through, and you can kind of tell the tone of the situations, like I said earlier, like seeing through bullshit, right? Like with the Queen of Swords. But with the King of Swords, we have this butterfly behind him, right? So it's like, yeah, you've gone through this struggle, but it's like you have gotten this clarity that's allowed you to transform, right? That's how I feel. So whatever the struggle has been about, there's actually a lot of butterflies in this card. And it's kind of like I'm hearing like growing pains, like when a caterpillar breaks down in the cocoon, it turns to mush, right? It turns completely to mush, and then it reassembles itself into this beautiful winged being that gets to, fly around. And if it wasn't for that whole experience, we wouldn't even have this. So yeah, the struggle effing sucks, man. It sucks, but look at you now. Like you have something you didn't have before, and that is valuable, and it's taken you to the next level. So the struggle has been a lot with the 10 of Wands here. The struggle has been really heavy. It's been really heavy, but now it's over. It's over, and the 6 of Wands, that came out earlier and it came out again, 6 of Wands. So you've achieved victory after struggle. So your efforts have not been in vain. And now you have something to show for it. So let's get some tea leaf cards for Cancer. Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. So that's a beautiful energy, a butterfly with a crown on it. So whatever this has been that you've gone through, it's I'm hearing Saturn in my head right now, and Saturn's a taskmaster planet, and he's not fun. You know, Saturn just moved into Pisces earlier this month. Saturn's not fun. He's like the hard test. But at the end of it, you have this ruby. You have a gift. You've achieved something that you wouldn't have achieved without the struggle. So at the end of the struggle, now you have victory and the crown on your head. Respect will come to you. So people, maybe some people around you have seen like, wow, they did this. So like now I know they can do something else. Now that they can go to, it's like they can, like more responsibility and more honor and respect. Woman dealings or a relationship with a woman. I feel like this is a woman who is disposed toward you. She has good intentions for you because she has a really kind look on her face. She's looking kind of with love at whoever she's looking at. So the dealings, what else is ahead? There's also a boastful, arrogant person that you should not cross. Okay, what is this involving? Pay attention to your work. So this might be involved in your work. And you also might want to watch out, especially in money matters. So let's see here. I feel like this is a work situation for you, Cancer. I'm looking at the desk. Pay attention to your work, and the rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. And in the desk, we have these little kind of like these little dolls at the legs of the table. So I feel like in some area of your work or work type of environment that you're in, there might be some people causing some like that are just a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna say they're being a pain in the ass, and it might affect like money. But I feel like this woman here, if there's a woman, I feel like okay. And at the bottom of the deck we have good fortune. So I feel like whatever the situation is, this feminine figure here is going to step in and kind of, I don't want to say, maybe fix the situation or do something so that it ends up, we have the 4-leaf clover and it's March. We just had St. Patrick's Day. So I feel like that situation, yeah, key, successful outcome to your problem. So there might be something at work, some people causing some friction. But this female, maybe she's a boss or maybe she has some kind of influence, but I feel like she'll step in and kind of smooth things out and they'll turn out okay. Dog barking advice from a friend. What else does Pisces need to know? Or I'm sorry, Cancer. Yeah, with this work situation, this rooster, these arrogant people might be trying to work against you. So there might be like some vying for a position or like a rumor. I'm hearing like there might be some like gossip. Like maybe someone really wants like and somehow it's related to money. But again, I feel like this, can you clarify anything else? You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Recognition, reward for merit. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. And a fan. So we have romance, a celebration, or a party. So I feel like whatever that situation is, Cancer, that whatever it is that's trying to work against you will be thwarted, because where did that come out? Yeah, we had the Luna Lapin card. So it's like you have a guardian angel. So whatever that situation is, there's someone in real life and behind the scenes who kind of has your back. So as this situation comes about, keep your wits about you, because with those the King of Swords, right? You'll be able to see through the bullshit, and you'll also have some clarity. So I feel like you can trust that things will work out in your favor, because that's what I see here. All right, Cancer. Thank you. So let's move on to Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio. Man, these cards are getting all mixed up. Okay, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know for March, for the rest of March, going into April, and hitting May? Scorpio. Oh, okay, both of them. Ooh, again, we have the Hierophant. Okay, so we have, again, some kind of like teaching and learning situation here. Next to it is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. So, yeah, it looks like all the signs have had some kind of struggle. So the Five of Swords, I feel like here, and the Six, so earlier we had the Six of Swords. So this Five of Swords is the situation that happened right before this Six of Swords. Five of Swords, Six of Swords. Get my numbers straight. So in the beginning of this reading, we already see you moving from turbulent waters into calmer waters. And these are those turbulent waters. So this is showing me that you've been through a fight, right? Like you've been through the kind of fight, a struggle. And it's, you know, there's a lot of swords energy. So I feel like it's been a little, I don't know why I want to say the word nasty, but for some of you, yeah, like this guy is glaring. Like he's holding these swords, and he's just like, and we have these other two in the background. So, like you've come out on top in this situation, but it's been a fight, you know, and like you were wounded, but now you're moving on. And I feel with the Hierophant here that maybe this struggle occurred in some kind of like teaching and learning space, or some kind of space like higher education, or like this is like kind of like the Pope too. So I feel like it could be some of you might be working or this might be a situation like faith related for some of you, some kind of, or a spiritual battle. Wow. Okay, so maybe you've been fighting a spiritual battle, right? Wow. Okay, a spiritual battle. Let's see what else comes up for that, Scorpio. You've been really Two of Pentacles. You've been really like struggling. This is like, so we have the rabbit in the wheel. So you know those little wheels, like those little wheels that your hamster can run in, and they just kind of like run and don't go anywhere. And they're just, so this kind of reminds me of that. It's kind of like you're spinning your wheels in this dilemma that you've been kind of like fighting with. And this could be like an internal battle. So if it's not an external battle in like your work area, it's like super internal, and you're just yeah, just kind of like spinning your wheels here. At the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. So this could be related to a past situation, or this could involve like something from your childhood that has come to affect you right now. Like, let me see, what else? Can we get some clarity? The Hermit. So I feel like you're being urged to take a time out and in order to stop running in circles and ruminating and in this battle that you've been fighting in your head, just take a break. Say no to some things and say yes to yourself, right? Like I'm hearing like take 3 to 5 days, maybe a week. I'm not saying like don't do anything, but like don't do more than the minimum, right? Really, oh, so the 2 6s that came up, I just noticed this. We have the 6-pointed star in this lantern here. So in order to find balance in your mind so you're in your inner and outer world, you are really being encouraged to just go inside and tune in to your inner wisdom, right? So we see him, it's almost like he's walking on clouds, right? That's kind of what he looks like here. And enlightenment is behind him. So just, yeah. In order to find balance, you need to just really return to yourself, and the world comes out again. So this is something that you're finishing. So this is like, for some of you, it's going to be like something that you've been struggling with for a really long time that could go really far back, maybe even into your childhood, that Six of Wands, victory after struggle. All the water signs. So all this, and I feel like the struggle is ending or the end is in sight. Yeah, the world, like some big cycles, you're finishing up a karmic cycle, right? And going forward, it's like you can't do things the same way that you have been. So it's sometimes just to break the cycle, you need to just stop. Oh, Milky Way. I feel like this and the Hermit is saying, go within and find your connection, like to source, right? So you are part of a whole, and like when you tune, like I'm hearing like tune in to your own inner star, right? Connect to your source and you will feel more balanced. And then 8 of Wands is incoming energy. We also have the Devil that popped out. So there is something that's been tying you down. Like there's been, oh, the Devil and the Lovers behind it. Wow, Scorpio. So you've been having a tough time. Okay. So, all right. You know, and it's interesting because both of these cards reduce. So the Lovers, the number for the Lovers is 6, right? And we already had 2 6s, and then so now we have 3 6s, and that freaks some people out. But 6 is a perfect number. 6 is a number of balance and harmony, and femininity, and Venus is associated with the number 6. And the Lovers is 6, and the Devil is 15, which reduces to 6. So now we have 4 6s. So there's a big need in this whole energy to return to balance. So the devil means there's some energy that you need to detangle from, and this could be some self-sabotaging energy. It could be like an addiction. It could be a habit, that like a bad habit. That has you chained, like it's controlling you. And with the Lovers, there's a choice, right? It's like you need to choose. And with the World that came out earlier, it's like, I feel like I'm hearing like in order to step into the next phase of your life, you're really going to have to put down some things. And this means you're going to have to form new habits, right? Form new habits that support your goals and your dreams, right? So whatever direction you want to go in, like tune into your source and really discern, like we have a bunch of swords here, and the swords are also about cutting into the truth, like cutting, like clarity, like seeing the truth. And sometimes truth can be hard truth, right? So I feel like that's the case here. Like there's some hard truths that you're going to have to face about yourself or a situation that you're in. This could be an actual love situation for some of you, or it could be with the Six of Cups that came out earlier, something that's been holding you back for a long time. Like I feel like this could be some kind of self-destructive thing that you're not going to be able to take with you into this new phase of your life, right? And if you want, you have to decide what you want more, right? Decide if you want to keep running in circles with this shit, or if you, I'm going to be surprised if the Strength card doesn't come up, because I'm feeling like you're going to have to really, like with the Hermit here, go within and get in touch with your strength so that you can have the strength to put down what's holding you back, right? Because a lot of this stuff is self-inflicted. King of Cups. Because once you do that, this will bring you more stability. This will bring you more peace of mind. This will bring you an ability to love and receive love in a way that you haven't been able to yet. Oh my God, I'm getting chills and I feel like I want to cry. So I promise you, and don't be too proud to seek out help, right? So talk to trusted sources, maybe find a counselor, or like, I don't know, like however this applies to you. There is, I saw it pop up earlier, the Six of Wands. I think I shuffled it back into the deck. But there is victory after struggle. So if you can find it in you, and I know you can because you're a Scorpio, and Scorpios are tenacious, you can do it. So at the end of that, right, once you do that, you'll step into emotional fulfillment. And you'll be able to, like, look at all these whales. Like, whales are wise. Whales hold the wisdom of the world, right? So what is ahead of you when you can put down these things that have been holding you back and make a choice, like choose love. I'm hearing choose love. You have emotional wisdom and fulfillment ahead of you. And it will take you to places that you have not been able to go before. So that's what I'm hearing. What else for Scorpio? Anything else for Scorpio? I feel that was a big one. Yeah, when you can do that, the Chariot, then you'll start to move. Then you'll start to go places. And then you'll see movement where you haven't seen movement yet. Like, I feel like you'll have a breakthrough. I'm hearing breakthrough. There's a breakthrough ahead of you. You just have to go within, tap into your strength, and just freaking do it. What do the tea leaves have for Scorpio? Rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. Well, hey, Scorpio. A change for the better ahead of you. Wealth. A lot of times when we free up this energy we've been trapped in, it opens us up to, look, your cup runneth over. And yes, that means financially too, because even when we're stuck emotionally, it can tie us up in other areas of our lives. So a period of prosperity and abundance. Yeah, once you can get over this hump, get over this like thing that's been holding you back, you will step into, there'll be a wealth of, it's like the floodgates open. The floodgates will open. So don't be afraid. Like, know that you have something to look forward to, right? A short journey and a period of prosperity and abundance and rainbow at the bottom of the deck. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So you can do it. You can do it, and you are doing it. And I'm going to stop there. Thanks again for joining me, you guys. And again, if this resonated with you, please hit the like and subscribe button below. And tune in next time. So, yeah, I do want to say for everybody here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you can expect a miracle. And in the coming weeks, 6 to 12 weeks, a wish is granted. So you have a light in front of you. All right? Thanks so much.